Hello, my name is John Rowe, and it is a pleasure to finally meet you. Today, I'll be discussing episode 6 of the first season of The Third Rock from the Sun. The episode is called Green Eyed Dick. Now, Third Rock is one of my favorite television shows. I actually chose this episode purely based on the fact that it made me laugh, and possibly because I've been jealous before. I mean, who hasn't, right? I was able to relate with and place myself in all of the other assigned shows, but this one really stood out to me. Like I said a few seconds ago, who hasn't been jealous? You could have been jealous over a lover's ex, a coworker's success, or even a parent's love to another son. Personally, I have had a lot of experience with this topic. Since I've gotten older, I've also gotten more secure in myself. I used to be a really jealous person and had trust issues, but now I've learned to control that and to encourage someone rather than discouraging them. Build someone up as opposed to breaking them down. Now, Third Rock from the Sun is a very, very funny show. The idea of an alien race taking shape in our world and trying to make it here and learn our ways really fascinates and amuses me. The episode I'm going to talk about is Dick feeling this green eyed monster that we call jealousy. The episode starts out with the family hitting the winning lottery numbers, just and then just ripping the ticket up. This shows that they're still new to Earth and they don't understand this yet. It makes me laugh because they're so naive and apparently win this all the time, but don't claim it. Just another dollar well spent, as Dick says. Now, after this, Dick, who is the High Commander, witnesses a couple cuddling and experiencing them cuddling. He's feeling this emotion called loneliness. He misses Dr. Albright and wants to hug her. Well, since she's not there, he settles on hugging Harry, and neither one of them enjoy it. Now, later on, Harry finds a stray dog and brings him home. And Dick starts to go crazy and ends up and needs to hug Dr. Albright. When he gets to work, he tries. Well, she immediately cut him down and asked him not to do that again because she's not a hugger. Now, her ex-boyfriend, Dr. Jeff Willis, who is a new character that's introduced, walks in and she hugs him multiple times. Now, this upsets Dick, and his reaction is priceless. He starts getting furious and shaking his fists and going crazy. Now, all Dick wants to do is just best Jeff at anything he can. After Dick wins in racquetball, after learning about it right before he faces Jeff, he starts to ask himself why he feels such hostility towards Jeff. This is when Tommy explains to Dick, by using a comic book, that he's experiencing jealousy. This alien that has only been on Earth for about 2 months, is already to start experiencing jealousy. I know it's only a show, but I would have thought it would have taken much longer than 2 months. Anyways, this brings back a particular memory for me. Growing up, I had very, very little. And my best friend Jeff had everything. The perfect house, the perfect mom and dad, and everything just came so easy to him. Now, I'm going to date my age a little bit. When the Sega CD came out, he got it. I know, the Sega CD is hilarious. I was so jealous that I would get myself all worked up over the fact that he had it and could play it anytime he wanted, and I did not. In fact, I didn't even have anything to play a game on. I remember getting upset with him and giving him an attitude because his family did something nice for him. I should have not taken it out on him, but I did. I mean, I was just so angry and full of jealousy. Now, I love the fact that Harry used the puppy Scruffy that he found as an example of love. He's sitting there, he says, "You want to experience love? Come here, Scruffy." And Scruffy jumps on his lap and he says that he loves him unconditionally. Now, this was when things go haywire. Dr. Albright cancels a date with Dick at the last minute so she can go to Jeff's book signing. Dick, in a jealous rage, shows up and stirs up drama with Jeff and his wife, only to find out that Jeff's brother has been sleeping with his wife. Now, this fight scene, I laughed so hard. I mean, it was just so funny that the way everything just kind of transpired and happened in the middle of this bookstore. I really enjoyed this. Now, after all this is said and done, Dick mumbles something under his breath. He says, "Interesting family," as to say he's not sure what all the commotion was for and not really, he didn't understand what was really going on. Now, one of my favorite lines in this episode was when Dick tells her that he wants to be Dr. Albright's boyfriend. And she's like, "No, you're too emotionally unstable." And her line was, "It's like you're feeling and experience all these emotions for the first time." Now, obviously, as an alien on a new planet and learning ways and stuff, he is. But she doesn't know that. She thinks he's just weird, which I'm sure we all have known people like that. So now the subplot with Harry and Scruffy became very interesting when Tommy finds a place for Scruffy to live. Now Harry has to get rid of the dog because of the lease agreement and is having a hard time about it. Now a single mother and her daughter decide to take Scruffy. So here Harry is now experiencing sadness and anger and possibly a little jealousy too, but in a different way than Harry was. When he agrees, the mother asks him if he wants to walk Scruffy to their house and starts to come on to him because he's being so emotional. Here is a prime case that no two people are the same. Dr. Albright does not want to engage in a relationship of any type at any level with Dick because he's so emotional. However, the single mom who sees an emotional person or alien wants to hook up with him. Now, as viewers, we don't know if this will lead to something else down the road in the future. This was just a new character that was introduced along with her daughter, as well as Dr. Jeff and his brother and wife, but they were very minimal characters. Now, we'll have to see, right? Now, this was my view of episode 6 of season 1 of Third Rock from the Sun. Hope you enjoyed it.